Was I lucky? Part two. As I've said before, I graduated from uni at 22, and later on that year I bought my first flat, and everybody says, "You're so lucky," which used to irritate me. But in hindsight, maybe I was, because the first thing I did was the person I had a current account with, my graduate's account, I went straight to them. I didn't go to a mortgage advisor. I didn't shop around. I literally said, "Can you give me a mortgage?" The next thing I did was I put in an offer on a property before I even had saved up the full deposit. So then when the bank was just like, "Oh, can you prove evidence of your deposit?" It was a manic rush around to pull all the money together. The third thing was I only visited the property once, so I didn't know what it was like at different times of the day. And when it got dark, it really wasn't one of the nicest areas. I was really, really glad that my door had a really good lock. The next thing is it was a cheap price for a reason. It only had a really short lease, which I didn't understand what that meant, which meant it was mortgageable now, but when I went to remortgage in a couple of years' time, I had to pay to extend the lease first. The next thing was service charge and ground rent. I didn't realise that even though I was on the ground floor, I have to pay for everything. So the fact that the gardens were cut on a regular basis, had to pay for all of that, had to pay for a lift even though I was on the ground floor, had to pay to repairs to the roof. Again, I'm only on the ground floor. And it was ridiculous, the amount of service charge and ground rent, and it just seemed to go up every single year. So, yeah, maybe I was lucky. I honestly don't know. But there were so many things that in hindsight I wish I'd known. But at the end of the day, you live and you learn, and it was a great opportunity. But this is why I spend a lot of my time helping first-time buyers get mortgage ready, because I like to point these things out to people so they know the difference. The other thing is, there was a boiler in the second bedroom. I had to pay for it to be removed because I couldn't use that second bedroom because of the boiler and the access. Anyway, there was one thing after another wrong with that flat, but it all worked out in the end. So get mortgage ready, challenge day, I think it's 24.